Hello, my name is Jacob Faux, your artist sculptor, and today I'm going to show you how to do a faux bronze finish on polymer clay. Now, I just sculpted this tree a few minutes ago sitting on a rock for demonstration purposes, and this is polymer clay. This is actually Sculpey 3 brand, but this can be used with other this finishing process can be used with other polymer clays, and you want to do this before you bake the clay, and I do recommend using clay that is the color black, because the finishes work really well with the color black. And I'm saying that as clay form, the color black in clay, as opposed to painting it black afterwards and then applying the finish. This finish that I'm going to show you today looks really good on black clay, not painted black clay. Although that can look good too, but this looks exceptionally good the way I'm going to show you before baking and on clay that is black. We're going to be using Pearl X pigments, and this is antique bronze. It's the color that we're going to be using. And I have a lid here that I put it in, and the best way to do this is to take a paintbrush and don't like submerge it into the antique bronze, but just dip it a little bit and get some on the end of the brush like that, and then dab that onto the lid. Now you could also use the lid for the actual container for the bronze, and but it's kind of dusty stuff, and you just don't want to make a mess with it. That's basically the idea behind doing it that way. And then we're actually going to apply it with a finger. So we'll set the brush off to the side here. And what I do is take my finger and dip it into the bronze like that, get it on my finger, and then I swirl it a little bit with my thumb to, it kind of gets it to be a little bit more subdued so it doesn't go on so heavy. And then I just lightly apply it, and what I'm trying to do here is just highlight the high points. I did a nice texture for the bark of the tree, and I definitely want the bronze to the black beneath and the recessed areas to shine through. I don't want to get on the rock. Now, I don't know if you'll sculpt a tree like this or not. There are videos on my channel for making trees like this, but not quite as big. I was just sort of experimenting this morning with a bigger tree, and I may very well do a video for that in the near future. So just going around and highlighting, and every time I dip my finger, I swirl my thumb into it and subdue it. You see me doing that. The finish is absolutely gorgeous, I think, and put on before baking will allow the finish to kind of be embedded into the surface of the clay once it's baked on. Now, once it's baked and cooled, you can glaze it if you want using a product that's compatible with the clay that you're using. Some glazes and sealers and that sort of thing might have solvents that could hurt the clay. So definitely, if you're going to want to apply some kind of glaze over it, keep that in mind. And then also, if you're going to put it outdoors, you might want to seal it with a spar varnish as opposed to some kind of glaze. Make sure whatever you're using is meant to go outdoors. But I have to say, I do not glaze or put any sealers on this after I'm done, and the reason why is because I like the way it looks this way. I've done many sculptures this way over the years, and they still all look very very good. So I'm not so convinced that glazing it is a great idea, because it will take away from the look of the finish that I'm showing you here today. And it's just a very pretty faux bronze finish. And I decided to do this video because I'm not so sure everyone is seeing my videos and that might want to do a finish like this on polymer clay. And so I decided to do exclusively a video on doing the finish, the antique bronze, faux bronze finish on polymer clay. I'm going to put a link in the video description down below the video for another video that I have on finishing most any object with an aged bronze finish, and not necessarily just polymer clay, but just about any kind of object. There will also be a tool and supply list in the video description below the video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of videos along these lines. And please give me a thumbs up on the video. Let me know you liked it. And feel free to leave a comment. I also do finishes on other people's products, as well as doing custom design sculptures for people. And please visit my art shop as well. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.